Hey, Brian from Garage Mahal. Today I have the Hollyland Lark M2, and it's a wireless lavalier microphone, and it comes with the charging case, the two little button mics, transmitter receiver. I mean, it's got a whole bunch in here. This was like their kind of like deluxe box. So let's open it up, see everything that we get inside, and right away, this is like your little instruction booklet on there. So we can get that out real quick. I think it's kind of buried in the middle of a whole bunch of different things. So that is your quick guide information. So let's take this out. So that is your, I believe that's probably going to be your charger. Yeah, so that's your charger. And it's got a, comes pre-charged, so that's pretty neat. So it's got a USB-C on the back to charge it. And then these are your two transmitters that you'll need, or receivers rather. And it's got a bag in the bottom, so it looks like we can take out all these little different accessories. And put that box right there. And so, oh, cool. It's a neat little box, or neat little bag rather. Let's see everything that comes in there. So this is like kind of like your audio studio on the road. It's going to have everything in here that you need. So I love that little carrying bag. So it has your coil little accessory. It has your USB-C cord for charging. And again, I love that it's got this little pack here. Let's plug this in and we'll give everything a drink of juice as we're going through it. Okay, so again, it looks like it will turn blue as it's charging. A nice little cover. So that is a nice little receiver. It's got a cool little dial on it. Let's take that little sticker off. Put that off on the side. So very cool. It's got a little tab on the charging at the bottom, so we'll put that back in there so it can charge. And then these are the button mics, and this is what kind of really, let me take the stickers off. So that's the microphone part, that's the charging part, and let me just get that, let me get one of them in there and charging, so I know I got that covered. And then let me pull a sticker off this one. Alright, so this will charge up no problem. And this is one of the things that attracted me towards the set. Look how small that is. And it has a magnetic back to it, so I can put this onto my shirt. The light's hitting it pretty good, but it's very inconspicuous compared to a lot of these other mics that are just like a lot larger. A lot of the other mics, they're kind of like this size, so it's kind of give you a comparison. Let me take this button off. It has a pretty strong magnet, but just to kind of give you an idea, this would be the size of the transmitter on some of these other microphones. So you can definitely see like how much of a size difference there is, which is what really attracted me towards these, because I wanted something that I could just mount. So like, I'm probably gonna have it off on the side, but even on this shirt, you can see like put in the middle. And one thing about some of these other mics is you get that sag from the weight, like it pulls your shirt down, it doesn't give you a good look. This, it just kind of like sits there, and I mean, it's not that obtrusive depending on how your lighting is. I have some pretty strong lights in the studio, so that is going to definitely give a little shine off of it. But again, I like it, almost blends in to whatever you are wearing. And then boom, so I have this nice little mic. It's not too obtrusive looking. Right here in the center, it starts recording. And then I have, so it has two ways of connecting. Actually, it has three ways of connecting. So you have these little transmitter receivers. The receivers, this is a transmitter. So that is what goes into, so that's a USB-C, so you plug that into like your Android phone, your Lightning that plugs into your iPhone, and since I use two phones, I want the versatility of having both of these available to me. And then this would be like, so if you have a digital camera, you can hook this up, you know, with the plug-in here, and it would receive that, and then you plug that into your camera side. So this would be your receiver on your digital camera. So again, super versatile kit. Glad it comes with a bunch of different accessories. And let me open up the bag and show you everything that we get inside. So this looks like this is a magnetic lanyard. So cool, that's another versatile way of having that put on. And I think that was just it's just like a plastic cap that's on there to kind of separate the two magnets. So that's actually a pretty good idea. So you can easily separate them. But anyway, you got a magnetic lanyard. Carrying these bags. Oh, cool. So it comes with one of those fuzzy wind guards. So if you're out and about, actually I think it comes with 2 fuzzy wind guards. So yeah, it comes with 2 of them. So that's pretty awesome. And then it just basically goes in there. As I'm dropping it all over the place. So that goes on pretty good. Pretty tight. It's got like a little elastic in there. Oh, okay, and it'll kind of like snap into place. So even if I was wearing that, so put that there, depending on how this set up. Right. Back down into the charger. So again, I can have this. And almost invisible. It just looks like I have like this fuzzy little collar thing there. But again, it's not distracting. It doesn't have anything blinking at you or anything else. So I love that fact. And then last but not least, what is in this pack? Oh, and it has two magnetic clips, so you could still clip it onto a shirt or a polo and have it there. But like I said, that magnet, see how I pull my shirt away? That is pretty strong. So yeah, very impressed with that so far. Let's hook it up to my Android phone. I'm gonna go into the other side of the studio and show you how it works distance-wise away, hooked up to my Android, and we'll record some audio and we'll see how it sounds, see if it sounds exactly like the mics in the studio. So stay tuned. Okay, so kind of like doing a selfie video, and then you can see how I put the mic strategically on the logo right there. So let's see how this sounds, and then we're going to go to basically a stand-up tripod, and then so there's like a lot less movement, me moving the camera around and stuff, and then we can see how that sounds from a little bit further away. So stay tuned for that. Okay, so my neighbors on cue decided to be extra noisy today, so let's see if you can't hear their power equipment being picked up by the mic. And let's put it back to normal, see if you can hear. All right, let's see how it sounds. Okay, so I am on the kind of like my garage side of the studio. So I got like my bike set up and my toolboxes and everything. But again, great. I love that I had the visual cue of this is a solid blue light, and then I have a solid blue light that is on the camera itself. So I know that I am recording and I don't have to worry about there being a syncing problem. In fact, the receiver on my Android and as well as the iPhone, it's going to have 2 blue lights. One is going to be solid. The other one is probably going to be blinking or out unless you're using a second mic. Then you'll have 2 solid blue lights. So to kind of give you an idea, I'm probably a good 10 feet away from the camera and the receiver. And this little yellow button on here, when it turns to green, that's going to turn on the noise canceling feature. So if you have like a noisy environment, like I have some noisy neighbors, both words work correctly. This will help cancel it out, so I don't have to worry about having any volume issues or picking up any of the work outside that they're doing. So that will be a good added feature. So let me come a little bit closer to the camera. So like now, obviously I am like right on top of it, and you should have a very consistent sound from there, and hopefully not picking up anything, you know, any background noises or movement as I walk a little bit further back to this part of the studio. So now I'm probably about like 20 feet away, and the transmission is obviously going to be super on this. Let me turn the noise canceling off. And that is great because just at a click of the button, you turn your noise canceling off, and then you're back to, you know, doing your video stuff. So again, fantastic kit. Absolutely love this. Very versatile, especially if you have iPhone and an Android phone, you're going back and forth like I do. Gives you a lot of versatility. And I love the fact that you can mount that onto your digital camera as well, and you then have that receiver. Fantastic feature. Anyway, Brian from Garage Mahal, thanks for watching, and be safe out there.